Hey. Bradley's smoking nice. So I put a split ring on it, you see that?
Grizzly Country Outdoor. This is Grizzly Country Outdoor. Grizzly Country Outdoor. This is Grizzly Country Outdoor.
Monday, November 13, and I'm setting up for my third shooting session here with 30-06. Yesterday I was shooting 30-06 and 300 H&H, and I had a kind of a crappy day because I left my chronograph outside overnight. Battery was already an older battery, and the cold temperature it screwed my battery up, and I got 0 readouts on any of my handloads. Now the good thing is I did at least fire a couple loads that showed promise. So this morning I made 3 loads with the Hornady 180 Boattail Softpoint bullet. I went 55 grains of Hodgson's 4350, 55.5 grains Hodgson's 4350, 56 grains Hodgson's 4350. And we're going to see if we've got something here. And I'm certain that my Crony is going to work this morning. I put a brand new battery in it. I want to measure here. I want to see exactly how far I got the Crony set from the bench. Feet. 14 feet. I think that'll be fine. The other thing I'm doing different here today, I haven't been happy with my shooting, so I've been using the target or the Benchmaster. Today I'm going to go with this guy. I think on the bags I'm hoping to get a more solid minus 12 again today. Cold out. Focus on the shooter. I want to look at my shooting style. We're starting with the 55 grain load here. I'm not going to bother with the safety glasses because with it cold like this, every time I try them, the damn things just fog up. readout. What the heck? I have to adjust the crony and raise it up. I don't see how I could not get a readout there. I don't know how I didn't get a readout there. I mean, the crony looks perfect. I did raise it up, get her in the middle of the window here.
I really liked using this Champion rest on the front of the gun, and then with the sandbags on the rear of the stock, I could just pinch them and roll, and just that tiny amount, just give them a little squeeze, and it would bring that stock right where I needed it. There was no question that the crosshairs were steadier today.
Error. So that readout, error 1, which is what I've got, it says that the first sensor didn't pick up the bullet. Oh my God. That's what happened to me yesterday. I fired every single round I fired. I didn't get a readout, eh? All I had was the paper target to look at, but error 1 again. Okay, I'm going to change the stick. I took the angle of sticks and I set them out to the wider position. I don't know. I fired 3 loads, fired 3 rounds. Didn't get a single readout. You gotta walk up and see what their target looks like. That's what we're gonna do right here. There's our 3 shots. Each of these squares is 1 inch, so that'll be around about 1.25 inches, I suppose. 2 bullets touching, and then this guy. All right, just after daylight, and I don't know. Yesterday, I know that my shooting, the reason the crony didn't measure was temperature, the battery. I'm sure of it.
Because the battery in the crony was an old battery and I left it in the truck overnight, the cold just killed the battery.
Starting to get a little bit frustrated with the crony, I'll tell you. Anyway, yeah, you see what the light is like here? I guess there's a possibility it's not quite enough daylight for this thing. Error 1. See that? Just turn them off. Turn them back on. I do have a brand new battery in there. I don't think putting the screens on will help it down. Anyway, we did at least get a group that isn't so bad. I'll tell you something here about this rifle. The stock you're looking at here, that stock's made in Edmonton. That's a Wildcat composite stock. And this gun, I bought this stock and then had this rifle glass bedded into this stock by K&S Arms in Edmonton. They're a fantastic gunsmithing service. Geez, what year did I have that done? I think that was somewhere about 20 years ago, around 2001 probably. My 338, my Remington Model 700 338 was done at the same time also by K&S Arms, of course. Anyway, the Wildcat composite stock's a fantastic stock. It's unbelievably light. As good a stock as you can buy.
Yeah, the stock in the 338 is also a Wildcat composite, of course, as I had them done at the same time by K&S Arms.
Oh, woohoo! We got a velocity. Thank you. Thank you, chronograph. $27.39. That's pretty much optimum. $27.39. Okay. Right here we're shooting the 55.5 grain load. Don't do that. It's 55.5 grains. Hodgson is 43.50. I like repeating myself. Yes, sir. 27.14. So when I moved the sticks out, now I'm getting a readout. Now I don't know why I wouldn't get a readout with them at this angle, but with the wider angle I'm getting a readout. I'm very happy about that. It's not a complaint, it's a comment. And I'll tell you, this is a way better shooting rest than what I was getting on the benchmark. Much more stable. $27.44. Now, like I always do, let's walk up and look at the target, and that'll give the barrel a moment to cool. Okay, here's group number 2, and as I say, that square is an inch, so again we got a group there. We're looking at about 1.25 inches, and that's real promising. Real promising. Alright. Things is looking up. Look at this stupid thing. That's that thing you put on that goes in the bottom of your tripod for putting weight on. Keeps falling out of this stupid tripod. Now, the one thing I can comment on now, the loads that I shot the last 2 days, how much did those spread on those loads be affected by my shooting rest? I'm getting a far more stable rest right here with this, using that champion and the sandbags. It's way better. There's no question, I know as I'm aiming that my crosshairs are far steadier, so it's possible, it's definitely possible any complaints I had about those other loads, my shooting rest, could have been the issue. Now, 56 grains, Hodgins 4350, 180 grain Boattail Softpoint Hornady. Another comment, when I was shooting on Saturday, I wasn't happy with the trigger on this Model 700, so I broke the action out of this stock. And I did a trigger job, lightened it up quite a bit, and it's much nicer shooting. $27.30. $26.96. $27.54. So there was $27.30, $26.96, $27.54 with the 56 grains of Hodgins 4350. But as always, the proof is up there on the paper. So let's go look. We'll shut the old crony off here. She did her job. I apologize for anything bad I said about it. I honestly don't know if it was changing the angle of the rods or if just the light has come up a little bit more and that's what's letting it work. I wish I knew the answer. 108th Grey Cup yesterday in Hamilton, Ontario, and pretty dramatic ending if you watched it. Hamilton player made the mistake of taking a knee in the end zone, gave up a single point, and that made the game a 3-point game. Hamilton then went down to kick a field goal. If Buddy, and then with seconds left in the game, if Buddy had run the goddamn ball out of the end zone, they wouldn't have given up that single point and their field goal would have won the game. Crazy. All right. So, here's what we're looking at. Not much doubt that this load is the winner right here. The next thing will be, to maybe try 55.4, 55.3. That's what we'll do next. Actually, I could see going 55.3, 55.4, 55.6, and one more load of this just to see, you know. And I want to recover these targets. Gotta say, pretty happy with that. And you see here now, each of these is 1.25 inches. I've got a sneaking suspicion if I get halfway between these, that might be the end. Well, that's gonna conclude this shooting and reloading session. The best was this 55.5 grains Hodgson 4350 with a 180 grain Hornady Boattail Softpoint. It's going to be the last loading and shooting video I'm going to be doing until the new year, because I go back to work tomorrow, day shift, and then we're spending a week in Kamloops, BC for Christmas. So
If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching.